just boiling up a few traps here this morning. These traps, Canine Extreme Trap, I've cleaned them off. I just washed them in some non-scented detergent, soapy water, hot water. They've been hanging in the shed for probably 3 weeks now. They've just got a light coat of rust on them. So what I've done, I've got my water boiling here. It's up to a rolling boil. I've got half a bag of logwood trap dye in there, and I've got my wax blocks cut up ready to go. So about every 10 or so traps I'll whack them in. But anyway, to start off with, I get the rolling boil going with my logwood dye in there, and I'll just lower these down into it. Be careful not to burn yourself. In this little pot, there's only fit 2 or 3 traps in there, but just got to make sure that they're fully submerged. I've got an new MB 650 here as well. Try and get him in. So I've got 2 Canine Extremes MB 650. Just give him a wiggle around. There we go. So I'll let them boil. Show you what I do after that. Okay, so that's been roll and boil for probably 6 minutes, something like that one. So they're the new traps in there. So then I just put one little slither in the top of here, and once it fully melts, I'll then switch it off and pull the traps up through it. That will leave a film over the top of that water. That wax will leave a film over the top of the water, and then you can actually pull the traps up through it, and that leaves a nice coating of wax over the top of your traps for you. So alright, so that wax is melted completely down, so I'll switch her off. So once it's all settles down, then what you do, you get your hooks, it's actually very, there we go, hook your traps and slowly pull them up out of the water. Hopefully you can't hear that in the background. Shelley just broke something. She normally doesn't swear that much. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. And then just carefully grab that. You just got to be careful because the water's hot, and if you drop the trap into there, it'll splash all over you. So just use a bit of caution. Just use a bit of caution when you're pulling them out. Switch it back on and put some more in. Alright, so here's that, those new traps pulled out of the water. You can see how black it is. They come out pretty black, hey? Especially when they've got that light coat of rust on them there. They come out really, really good. So anything then, you'll just have to get a file and just file out your latches when you before you set them. Obviously check your can tension again. Obviously wearing my gloves too now that I'm handling them. After they've been boiled and everything like that, I'll always wear fresh gloves or me trapping gloves handling the traps from now on. So about every 10-15 traps, might just have to top your water up a bit, and obviously add a little bit more dye and then the wax on top again, and just repeat. Not sure if you can see it, but there's a nice, just a thin layer of wax. Usually you can see it on the pans. Thin layer of wax all over that trap there now, and in my opinion it's plenty enough to preserve your traps and keep them firing pretty good. There we go, there's a bit better. You can probably see that one. See the wax on there? Yeah, and you know that's plenty of wax just to do what we want to do. Obviously these ones have been boiled a couple more times, then you can see they're really black now, and they're pretty good. They're that's a new one there. It's another new one. You can see it isn't taken quite as well. The steel, just different types of steel obviously. So, but yeah, that little bit of wax just melted on top of the water, in my opinion, does a good enough job.